Welcome back to Ultimate Trader. Got a request for Facebook, so we're going to be taking a look at the levels. Just before we get started, I wanted to mention our Patreon course. It's very inexpensive, so you can find levels on your own, and that's the ultimate goal. It's not to be a Patreon member of somebody online. It's to learn yourself and to be able to execute on your own. So the course is priced very, very low at $42, and you don't have to remain a Patreon. You can just sign up once, grab access to the course, and then unsubscribe. Of course, would love you to stay on with us, and you'll get the benefits of that tier. And there's also a $10 tier just to support the community. Just, we're not video editors and YouTube people, so, it takes a lot of effort. Just any sort of contribution like that just really helps us know that there's people who want to be in part of the community. So that's something we're hoping for. Anyway, thank you if you already joined up. And so let's get into the Facebook levels here. So this is a 5-minute chart. This is today. It's kind of just going sideways. Not a lot happened, as you, I'm sure, well know if you're a Facebook follower. But let's get into the larger time frame where it's much clearer. Okay, so this area I've highlighted because essentially we broke out of this area, right? So we have this area that we broke out from and made it all the way up to this 385-ish, 384, 385. And we've since sold off, obviously, and it's been a pretty significant sell-off, but we're coming into this area right here, which is, I'm just going to call it the 300 level because it's also a psychological level at 300. But this is a big inflection point, in my opinion. And I'm not giving financial advice, of course. But if you were looking to get long Facebook, this is the area I would probably do it, and we seem to be rapidly approaching it. There is support here, but if we were to break this, and we'll just go to the daily just to make this clearer. Okay, so this is the area we broke out from. You can see that's the breakout bar, and then we held it, and then we went up, held it again, and then made these highs. So anyway, if you were to get long here and it didn't work, a breakdown of here is pretty significant because now you're breaking down out of all of this. So there is support here, but I would just be cautious on it. I'm not saying you can't trade it, but if you do, you want to play defense. In the really aggressive areas, whether it's a long or a short, if it's a key level, fine, but if it's kind of a smaller area, you do want to play defense on those kinds of trades because coming down from this is very significant. This is 6 days, I think, of trading, and or I'm sorry, not 6 days. This is a couple months of trading, and so a few month breakdown would be very, very significant. 6 months is what I was saying. So you could try along, like I said, but the bigger areas, of course, down here. That's where I would, if you're a little more cautious, a little more conservative, you'd want to be buying it somewhere down here. And if you really wanted to get granular, let's go to the 60. So here's the 60-minute chart. I did put this resistance level in just because I want you guys to be aware of it. But and then this is the big support zone I was talking about that we haven't broken down from. But if I wanted to get long, it's the 300 area-ish around here. This is a pretty big area, 10 points essentially, but depending on what chart you're looking at, whether it's the daily, weekly, or 5-minute, it depends on the time frame. But that's the area. So if we do hold it, I would be looking for 335. I mean, that's where I would be targeting, or even up to 345 essentially. But that would be the first target. And this, if we were to hit this tomorrow, let's say, or in the next few days, that's where I would, be targeting here. And if it didn't work, this is the area I said to be cautious on. And then, of course, down here, you can see that's the bigger area down at the 250-ish. Now, if you're long, of course, you don't want to see that happen, but we got to prepare for any scenario because we don't know what's going to happen. So this is pretty solid resistance. And of course, it depends on whether you're day trading or swing trading. I mean, it's still significant, but if you're a day trader and you got up here and you didn't have a position, it wouldn't be crazy to short it, but that's for another day. But anyway, so this is the level I would personally be looking at. Again, this is not financial advice, but that's the first area. And I really would be targeting up here. That would be a great trade, especially if you got in from around 300 and it's, back up at 335-ish. That would be a home run. And your stop would not need to be, maximum down at, 285 would be maybe even too excessive. That's a 15-point stop, so that's pretty big. Probably 290. So if you bought 300 and had a 290 stop, or if you're buying options, just want to mention that really quickly too, because a lot of people ask me about that. If you do, you still want to have a stop, even if you don't have it in the system, because it's an option. So you'd want to be out around the 290 to 285 to 290, and you just got to exit the call, the calls that you bought. There's nothing you can do about it. So, and if it does work, then, same target. So hopefully that helps, guys. Check us out on Patreon. I'll leave a link in the description below, and talk to you in the next one.